Okay, so today we're diving into the world of AI-powered design, and we're going to be looking at a tool called Stitch. And look, if you've ever used an AI tool and felt that incredible mix of pure magic followed by just baffling frustration, then you are in exactly the right place. We are going to break down how you can go from a good idea to an absolutely great design by really mastering the art of the prompt. I mean, just imagine this for a second. You have a killer idea for an app, but instead of firing up some complex design program, you just describe it. You just type out what you want in plain English. That's the incredible promise of tools like Stitch, right? A future where your words literally become a visual reality. But is it really that simple? So what is Stitch, really? Well, according to its own documentation, it's an AI tool that turns your ideas into designs through iteration. And I want you to hold on to that word, iteration, because it is the secret key to absolutely everything. It's not about one single perfect command, it's all about having a conversation with the AI. But, like any conversation, it can get complicated. A lot of users experience that moment where the initial wow factor just fades and they hit a wall. And that's when the magic can start to feel a whole lot more like frustration. This quote from a user named Tempo on the community forums, man, it just captures that feeling perfectly. You get a design looking just right, it's perfect. You ask for one more tiny little change, and suddenly, total chaos. The entire layout just shatters. Why on earth does this happen? Well, here's the core misunderstanding. Our expectation, our gut instinct, is to write one single, beautifully detailed prompt asking for everything at once. A table, the filters, a title, the whole shebang. But the reality is, the AI just gets overwhelmed. It doesn't add the new stuff. It tries to regenerate the entire screen from scratch, and in the process, it completely loses the context of what you already built. And this is not an isolated problem, believe me. Another user, Huang Ainhuin, pointed out that with these super long, detailed prompts, the AI simply starts forgetting to include things. It's kind of like giving someone a 10-step instruction, and by the end, they only remember the first 6. So if these big, complex, all-in-one prompts are the problem, then what's the solution? Well, this brings us right to the aha moment, the thing that unlocks the real power of Stitch, understanding the art of iteration. This is it. This is the golden rule, straight from the official prompt guide. Make one major change at a time. You have to stop thinking of the AI as some kind of magician and start thinking of it as a design partner. You give it one clear instruction, you see what it does, and then you give it the next one. It's a dance. Let's circle back to our user, Tempo. This is how they finally cracked the code. First, just a simple prompt for the basic table. It worked. Then a separate prompt to add the filters on top. Perfect. And finally, a third prompt to tweak the title and add an icon. By breaking it down step by step, they guided the AI, kept control, and got a flawless result. Okay, so now that we get the big idea of iteration, let's get into some really practical tips from the official guide that are going to give you so much more control in your design conversation. This is the fun stuff. This is where you really get to be the art director. You can command the entire look and feel of your app. And get specific. Ask for a warm, inviting color palette or tell it to change headings to a serif font. You can even get down to the pixel level, like giving input fields a 2-pex solid black border. How you start the project matters a ton too. You can go really high level with a prompt like an app for marathon runners, just to brainstorm and see what the AI cooks up. But if you want more focused results, a detailed prompt that lays out the core features is going to get you way closer, way faster. And this is a game changer. Precision is so powerful here. Don't just say add a search bar. Say on the homepage, add a search bar to the header. Don't just say change the image. Pinpoint it. On the team page, for the image of Dr. Carter, update her lab coat to black. This kind of detail tells the AI exactly what to touch, leaving everything else perfectly intact. And here's another pro tip for you. Speak the AI's language. When you use industry standard UI and UX terms, things like navigation bar, call to action button, or card layout, you're giving the AI these really clear, unambiguous concepts to work with. And that leads to way more predictable and professional results. So when you put all of this together, it really requires a fundamental shift in how we even think about these tools. We've got to move away from this idea of a simple one-off generator and start thinking about something much more powerful, something much more collaborative. Here's the big takeaway. Stitch is not a magic wand that reads your mind and gives you a perfect design in one shot. It's a partner. It's a collaborator that you guide prompt by prompt to build something amazing together. The real magic isn't in a single command, it's in the creative process you share with the AI. And that, of course, leads to a pretty fascinating final thought. If we can master this back and forth conversation with words, what's next? Users are already asking for it. The ability to upload a simple, hand-drawn sketch and just have the AI turn it into a polished, modern interface. Is that the next great leap in our partnership with AI? It's a seriously exciting future to think about.